Hopefully it won't take up too much of your time. But this here is the gospel is basically the same thing as class. I have a little tiny music in the background. See, it starts off with 1 Corinthians 15, 1 through 4. You can be saved in the death in which we're going through now, which is the fall, and pretty soon we're going to be buried in snow, which is the winter. And then you got what they call the blues. That's nothing but a death too, and oh, my baby left me, and oh, you know, I just lost my job, and all this other stuff. It's all the blues. And people love the blues. They love the fall of the year. There's nothing appointing about the death of the leaves and everything, and what makes it the principle of a death. Even with the music, what's the principle? Very simple. It's a death-like state in comparison with the summer, which is full of life. It's a big difference. Yep. Sheet music has got a signature in the front of it, which is the G clef. Yeah. Now that there, lines come out of it. It's line upon line. And the notes are line upon line. And you got many chords, but if you break it down, you have a chord, and the simplest of all chords is your C chord. And that's threefold. That's three notes that are unified together. And they blend just like your bass, your alto, and your soprano. And all together they blend. Not is one, but as one. Now the line upon line, you got three notes that blend. And that means a chord. Just like the apostles were of one accord. They all blended. Now, you have a bass note, which is a C. And then you have your E, and then the highest is your G. Just like the pattern, same thing. Your bass note is Yahshua. Your middle is Elohim, or the E. And G is your brightest. Now the power of music is also in the Bible. King David, he played the harp. He must have been pretty good at it because he calmed the wild man down. And guess what? The evil spirits, I believe you had a legion, which is 1,000 spirits, evil spirits in them. And they ran into the pigs, and the pigs went into the sea, I think, and was drowned. The power of that music. Then he had the trumpets that were circling, I don't know which building it was, but when they all blew the trumpet, guess what? The walls come a-tumbling down. Now that brings me to the muscles that you got in your cheeks. They're called buccinator muscles. They're nothing but trumpets. Mitchell got into that. And when you blow that horn of salvation, the walls come a-tumbling down. Yep. The power of music. It's a vibration. Of course it's going to have power. You ever hear of people blowing their own horn? Because you got buccinator muscles, and buccinator muscles are likened unto the trumpets. You have taps, you got all kinds of different sounds that trumpets actually make. And all of your trumpets and violins and pianos are all called voices. Now, the book says, do not fret. And these little lines right here, they're called frets. Now on a violin and other stringed instruments, okay, there is no fretting. There is no fret. So, just tell you what's in the book, that's all. Now, watch this one. 1950 or thereabouts. 50 is what? Pentecost. So at Pentecost, you had the King of Rock. That's Elvis. What does Elvis mean? L is wise. Look it up yourself. And he was the King of Rock. And rock and roll. That's what Mount Sinai did. When Yahweh spoke, it was shaking. It was rocking and rolling. But in Egypt, approximately the very end, boy, were they singing the blues. So the blues had to come first. Then they sang the song of victory in the Red Sea. And then they went to Mount Sinai, and that mountain was shaking, and so were they. When El spoke, it shook. upon line, and it's principle upon principle. In sheet music, it's line upon line and note upon note. Now these notes are Yahweh's notes. So when you look at the elementary chart, it's line upon line, and it's his notes upon his notes. Or the principles are, it's beautiful. Once you can see it, I mean, the sheet music, the styles of music, all go according to that pattern. And a famous conductor in the New York area, he says all music is in threes. The chords are in threes, but they blend together as one. Now, when you have a discord, then you got some problems. Okay, so from this here is much better than writing it out, but for a time being, he had Michael Jackson, and he was no good either, but he was, set up in this world for a reason. And Michael means he who is likened unto Elohim. That's Michael. Now, what made these guys so big is a powerful bass and their records. Okay, the bass is the thing that made the song. Okay, and I learned that from a very big time professional that made records for a lot of these people, and she was just telling us her experience, and that was on the internet. And what is helping us so much is Yahshua, because he's our base, he's our foundation. And if you don't have that, you ain't got nothing. Okay, that's enough about music and the gospel. Bye-bye. Thank you.